So if this hair starts to come up during sometime in this video, please ignore it. I can't not help what it's doing. What's up guys, it's Cali, and I'm sorry if I sound like a dying cat. It's just that I, along with many others, have been infected with the VidCon virus. And it's why I've literally been laying in my bed ever since I got home. But anyways, for today's video, I am actually going to be doing a VidCon recap of everything that happened at VidCon this year. I know you guys saw my vlogs, and if you haven't, I'll link them down below in the description. But basically, I wanted to give you guys a VidCon from my point of view and maybe help you guys out if you want to know more about VidCon, or if you're thinking about going to VidCon next year. Then that's what this video is going to be about. Okay, so whenever you register for VidCon, there's 3 types of badges you could get. You could get the creator, the industry, or the community. And I got the community, and it's the same one I got last year. Actually, when I really think about it, I really should have done this video last year because it was my first year of VidCon last year, and I would have been new and told you guys about it, but oh well. Anyways, if you're thinking about going to VidCon and you want to get into the signings, I would suggest getting the community pass. And not only that, but the community pass is less expensive than the creator and the industry, which are a lot more. Then you get a little gift bag, which looked like this year, and it's still filled with stuff that I haven't even taken out yet. So before we were rudely cut off by my camera, I ended up getting a poster too this year. This is just a VidCon poster. A bunch of people signed it. If you guys remember last year, I got the Tyler Oakley one, but I figured since I already had it, I wouldn't get the new one, and they sold out so fast this year. So this is what it looks like. I'll try to go through as many. Jen signed this. Sydney, Alexis Gizal, she was the first one, so she wrote first on it and stuff. Megan. A bunch of the Smoshcast signed it. There's Anthony, there's Ian, he wrote random, because I told him he could write anything, so he just put that. Arden, Will, Dana, and Savannah. And, oh, I really need to put this in the frame soon. Okay, so I'm going to start off by telling you everything that happened within the days. So I'm going to start with July 22nd, which was the day before, but that's when the festivities starting and stuff. So on July 22nd, I arrived at the convention center, got my badge. The wait for the badge was really long. I was surprised, but that was whenever they were doing the wristband things. Okay, so on that night, we got to see a lot of people come in. I met Destin that night, and then we just hung around the hotel lobby until security kicked us out, and that's how the first night went. So now we're on to July 23rd, which was the first official day of VidCon. And the first thing I did that day was just go into the expo hall. They had so many cool booths there. They had an Instagram booth where you could jump into this giant ball pit, photo booths, emoji pillows. It just had all types of random stuff that was really fun. So I did meet a bunch of people around the convention center that day, and you guys saw my vlogs already of who I met. And that's where we ended up meeting Andrea's Choice, Joey Graceffa. We met Ricky Dillon on the elevator that was by the pool. And overall, that was just probably the best experience and the highlight of VidCon this year. So now we're on July 24th, which is the next day. And that next day, I met Jen, and she was so sweet, and I was so excited to meet her. I've been watching her for so long. Then after that, I just went around to the expo hall, met more people. I met the Holy Trinity of Vine, which is just Dana, Savannah, and Sydney. And then later that day, Awesomeness TV held a little audition outside of its little stage. And they had a bunch of people who were just signing up and auditioning to be on a little segment of their next show. So I was just okay, what the heck, I might as well just do this. And I don't really have any film of it, I'm sorry. But basically what you had to do is you just got up and you acted like you were in a news reporter thing. And I just did you know, the stereotypical news reporter accent. And so for today, we have the hurricane coming, or something like that. So right after dinner, we went back to the hotel trying to find more people. And then I told you guys in the vlogs, but then we took the service elevators, and those are the elevators that all the YouTubers go on and stuff. And so we went into the elevator, And then we were like, is there enough room for us? And then we saw the face of who we were talking to, and we realized it was Josh. And then we saw Colleen back beside him or whatever, and we were just like, oh my god. And he was just like, yeah, you can come in, there's room. And then it was like the best experience ever. I just remember almost crying when I saw Colleen and Josh, and they were just so cute. And then that was day 2. So now we're on day 3, which is July 25th. Yeah, Ingrid was really sweet, and then after her signing, I went and got in line for Smosh, and I met them, and it was like the whole new crew along with Anthony and Ian, and I was really excited because I actually enjoy the new crew. There's some Smoshers who say, oh, they're replacing the original Smosh or whatever, but I honestly think they are some pretty cool people. Then I ran into just more people around the convention center that day, Brooklyn and Bailey, That's So Jack, Dave Days, and those were some of the people. So then later that night, after all the festivities were over, we went and ate at the Cheesecake Factory, walked back to the hotel, and then we were following the VidCon count on Twitter, and it's like a Twitter account that basically tells where everyone is during VidCon, so you could like find them and stuff. And so on the Twitter account, it said that there was a party at the hotel that was next door. Anyways, there was like the Makers Party, and that's where all the YouTubers go and party, and it was at the hotel next door. So basically, whenever we were sitting outside that party, the security was laid back, we could just watch, but we couldn't really go into the party. Well, I noticed that as soon as like the big people started leaving, like Dan and Phil were there and then they left, Jen was there and I think she left. As soon as the big people started leaving, security started letting the normal fans in. You just had to like get X'd so you couldn't drink or whatever, and you had to show your ID, and that was basically how you could get in. You didn't have to be on a list or anything. So me being the little curious little nugget I am, I went and I just got X'd and I was in the party. It was so crazy because half of them I didn't know who they were, but I saw Ricky and Alexis there and they were so sweet as usual. We took a little Polaroid selfie, but those two were probably the highlight of my VidCon, getting into the Makers Party and the first night whenever we were just running into everybody. But VidCon was an amazing experience this year, and I really hope I get to go next year. Okay guys, so that was my VidCon recap. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment down below saying what your favorite part of VidCon was if you went, or if you haven't been but you want to go, leave a comment saying who you might want to meet and what you want to do at VidCon. Okay guys, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry for sounding sick during this video, but okay, I really should go to a doctor.